Today's broadcast was brought to you by Vistaprint. Create powerful promotions that are easy to design and hard to miss. With Vistaprint, it's easy to customize your business cards, marketing material, corporate gifts, calendars, stationery, and more with confidence, or get real-time design help. Visit radioonfire.com/Vistaprint to get $20 off any order of $40 or more. If you have a message to get out, you want it to be affordable, but you want it to look professional. Visit radioonfire.com/Vistaprint for $20 off today. RadioFire.com, yours truly, Diamond K, in here. Thank you for joining me. Of course, we're broadcasting from the Radio Fire studios here in Baltimore, Maryland. Call-in number, if you care to use it, 404-436-1277. So, I put a question out there. Today's show topic, which is, can you remain friends with someone who does not like your spouse? Now, this was actually a trick question. Many people looked at it from one perspective. Just one perspective. There are many perspectives, obviously. There are many scenarios, obviously. And many instances where you actually can remain friends with someone who does not like your spouse. Now, there are also situations where you should not remain friends with someone who does not like your spouse. So, we put this out there, as I said, on social media, at the Diamond K Show, at Radio on Fire. Most people said no. Then some people said, one person said, then again, yeah. And there was a lot of back and forth about this. And I thought a lot of people just missed the point that I was trying to make. Marquita says, as long as they show respect, it's okay. A lot of people seem to agree with that. Jamil said no. Pinky said associates, maybe, not friends. Katanya just thought about it. No answer. She just gave the thinking emoji. Corey said, good question. I think it's possible as long as mutual respect is shown, but it would be probably difficult. Plus, depending on the reason the friend does not like the spouse, that might make a difference too. Now, Corey is so on point here. It depends. It depends on the reason why. Now, China said yes, because everybody is not going to like everybody, just as long as they're not disrespectful. And I agree with that too. So let's say you have a friend. And I didn't say whether it was male, female. I didn't say anything. I just said somebody doesn't like them. That somebody could be your family. It could be your sister, your brother, your cousin, your aunt. Could be any of those people. Could be your best friend from knee high to a grasshopper, right? Different people have different reasons. Now, let's say a scenario. Let's say that person is abusive, physically abusive. Let's say this man physically abuses his wife, and everybody knows. Your friends know you. Your friends know you act different. Your friends see you with the dark sunglasses. Okay, I'm not being abused. Let me say that. I got sunglasses on. Your friends see you with marks. Your friends see you cower in your husband's wake. Your friends know that he is physically abusive. Your girlfriends ain't going to like your husband because he's abusive. He physically whips your ass. Your girlfriends are not going to like him. They're going to spread the word to other people. They're not going to like your spouse. They're going to be trying to get you away from the spouse. The spouse, on the other hand, is going to try to keep you without any friends except for him. He's your number one friend. He's going to try to peel you away from everybody else, keep you to himself. In this instance, you should not shun your friends. You need them. You need support. You going into a little cocoon with your husband with no friends or that who know about the abuse, that could be a life-ending situation for you. These friends who don't like him for a good reason, and it's a reason that could be helpful to you. So many people are quick to say, if they don't like my spouse, I can't fuck with them. Sometimes there's a reason why they don't like your spouse. And it's not going to be your spouse. It could be your boyfriend. It could be your girlfriend. It could be some nigga you talking to. I just use the word spouse, but it doesn't have to be spouse. So, it just depends. Now, if you used to be single and you was the life of the party, and then you get married and now you don't want to go out no more, and your friends don't like your spouse because they feel that you want to always be with your spouse and not them, well, that's different. That's something different. If they still want you to act like you're in college and now you're a grown-ass adult with a family and kids and they don't like your spouse for that reason, well, that's different. So like I said, it was a trick question. There are many different scenarios in which this could work. But the bottom line is respect. There is a line. Sarita said, absolutely. So as long as the friends show your spouse respect and vice versa. So in the scenario where y'all used to go out all the time, there could be times where you go out, times where you don't. You don't have to go out every weekend. It could be holidays. It could be a birthday. Could be something else. There are ways that it can happen, but most people say as long as there's respect. Now, I saw some people here that said, and Crystal said it many times, she thinks that the notion itself is disrespectful. The notion of being friends with somebody who does not like your spouse is disrespectful. I disagree. It can be, but it just depends. Now, I'm not saying, and I think she's looking at it from the standpoint of she's walking down the street and the guy comes up to her, hey, let me get your number. Can you have friends? And she's like, no. And that's not what we're talking about. That's one way, but that's not what I'm talking about. In that instance, no, you don't need no new friends. Got it. If you had friends prior to the relationship, does that mean I'm in a relationship now, all friends are gone? That's not healthy. That's not what that means. And that's not a scenario. If you have someone trying to just disrespect all over top of your relationship, depends, because it depends on what you call disrespect. There's so many different scenarios. If this is a family member, you're supposed to cut off your sister because she doesn't like the fact that your spouse cheats all the time? I mean, it just depends. Now, every situation is different, and you need more particulars. But if you can figure out some scenarios where this is true or not true, let me know in the comment section. Continue to comment on social media and all of that. It's just some of the gifts that they're using is interesting. Brian with the Lyrics, shout out to him. New music is available from Brian with the Lyrics. Brian with the Lyrics says, yeah, they ain't got to like each other to respect each other. and they really don't have to be around each other all that much. I agree with that. Your friends can be your friends. Sometimes you need to have separate scenarios. Everybody's not going to get along. Maybe all your sports friends, you know what I mean? You're a guy who watches sports. The fellas come over watch sports. They respect your wife, but they don't really know her, right? Assumingly, they could technically maybe not like her. Maybe she doesn't like them. Maybe both groups of friends are jockeying for your time. Finch pointed out that this is a vague question, and it was a vague question. Depends on who the someone is and why that someone has a dislike for your spouse. Finch is absolutely right. Val said, yep, but from afar. Okay. Stacy said, it is possible as long as respect is always given. I agree with that. Tyra says, yes, maybe not as close. A step down to associate status. That is interesting. DJ One Love said, yes, because my friend might have a legitimate reason for not liking my spouse. Maybe they went through something before me and my girl got together. Who knows? Who cares? Not my issue. As long as they stay chill to one another, that's all that matters. He is 100% right in my book. Tamika said, nah, but I've seen some do it, though. And a lot of people say no, though. A lot of people scared of this being friends with someone who does not like your spouse. And like I said, it does not have to be spouse. It could be girlfriend. It could be boyfriend or, whatever other scenario there is. It could be that. So I say it depends. This is a trick question. Sometimes I got to switch it up on y'all. But I definitely welcome the conversation and welcome people's opinions. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, at The Diamond K Show. Of course, at Radio on Fire. And let me know your thoughts. See you guys tomorrow.